Hello everyone, welcome. We are starting right again. Let me turn the music down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Alright, so, I know it's been a little bit, but we got a little bit of work to do. How many times am I going to say that during the stream? I was tempted to crack out some booze for the stream, but we'll save it for another time. In the meantime, I will crack open a different type of cold one just to, poke. Anyways. Right now we are in Rokkīairando. We're going to be adding a new building here, or a few, maybe a small complex of buildings. But there's something I want to show off first. If you will draw your attention to this window right here. Also, welcome Mike, welcome to the stream. I have a new project. That is the wrong tab. That is the stream monitoring tab. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the start of the wiki. I've been working on the wiki for the past week. Off and on here and there. I would have gotten a lot more progress done. However, I was at the IAPA Expo that was in town recently, and today was the last day. Very nice. I enjoyed the expo a lot, but that meant I wasn't able to do much else, especially with schoolwork and other things. So, now that we're back here, I've added 33 pages to this wiki. And there's going to be way more that I need to make. And I'm going to be slowly chipping away at these. But this is also there for the governors of towns to make a page about their own city that they have on the server. But it's accessible publicly. It's a fandom-hosted wiki, and I can moderate it. But it just has information regarding the entire empire. It will eventually. We have a decent amount of pages, but again, it's just the start. It's the tip of the iceberg. Like, if I take a look at all the pages, there's like an all pages list, you will see this is the list of current pages we have. And I have some categories, but they are not too developed yet. For example, there's only one incomplete. Like, I keep track of these to where they're marked complete or incomplete or needed. Like, I have a whole spreadsheet for it. But the only page that is not complete right now is the actual page for Kufmal City itself. So this is sort of how I lay them out. It's not as good right now because it's not full size, but this looks better. So this is like the basic sort of layout. I'll go to a more complete city page for one of the core cities. Let's go with Carhill. So it's shaped out like any other wiki would. I tried to follow generic sort of layouts as much as I could. I made a whole specific type of like city bar here, template things, and then I imported a bunch of pictures, and I just wrote down history. And so these green highlights are active links that I have made articles for, and these red ones are ones I have not made yet. So a lot of these I still have to make, but I have made a decent amount. But we have all sorts of tabs here. We got history, geography, demographics, administration, infrastructure, economy, culture, religion, notable characters, notable structures, all that. And the cities that do have addresses, that's where I put the addresses down. Although I may change it to where not every single thing says address on it. And there's that sound effect again from last time. That's a little spoiler for what we'll be doing for the main body of the stream. But I did want to show off what we had so far. There are also smaller articles, like I can click this one. This one takes us to the Shremple in Carhill. And it describes what the Shremple is, the inside of it, the religion it's part of. I have an entire category for religions. If I click on it, there are only 3 in it right now, but that will grow. And you can view categories at the bottom here, where it's under notable structures. I can click on that, and there are only 4 right there. So, again, it's just how much I can bang out. Oh, and of course, I noticed those chat messages before, but let me shout them here, of course. Welcome everyone to the stream. Davey, Froggy, everyone. Pablo. And right now, I think that's enough with the wiki. It's there. I just wanted to announce that it is there. However, let me hide that. And we will get started with the main body of the stream. And that, of course, will be docks. We are going to be making a sort of dockyard area. Let me see if I can make like a sort of, or find a reference image for myself. Kind of modeled after sponge docks, like in Tarpon Springs or whatnot. But the main reason is because this place is close, this town is close to that underwater temple. And that means that I could make a sort of industry for the town based after the gathering and farming of these sponges. Well, actually, no, not sponges since they're not renewable, but Prismarine. It'll be kind of like a mix between a quarry and a dock, like a sponge dock. So instead of farming sponge, we'll be farming Prismarine from the oceans, and it will have like all sorts of trawlers and things like that, so I think we should get started with that. It'll be like a whole little dockyard area, and what we're doing right now is just getting a start. So, first part is materials, really. Also, while I'm here, I can go ahead and collect this wheat. But, yes, so that is our plan for now. We'll also be getting a ton of wood, because most of these buildings and docks will, be made out of wood. I don't know specifically what types of wood I would want to use. Of course, acacia is the most common here, but I have plenty of saplings I brought with me, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and chop down all these trees here. Or at least the ones on this side of the island. Again, I mean, like, yeah, I'm getting rid of some natural beauty of the place, but we're going to keep replanting the trees anyway. I kind of don't like that the spruce ones leave that weird ground behind them, though. Oh, and I did notice, I forgot there was that quality of life feature where if you keep jumping up, it'll hold the progress you made on breaking a block, therefore you don't have to, like, tunnel up one extra block or something when mining a tree. That's a nice little feature to add. But yes, we'll be getting as much wood as we can. I think the dock, like, the sections of the dock itself will be made out of acacia, the parts built over the water, and depending on how I feel for the rest of it, the buildings themselves will probably use a mix of stone, wool. Actually, wool would be a good idea, but I should try to get some sheep over here, I think. Before we completely get started, let's take a little bit of a nature tour, because I'm hoping that by doing so, maybe we can find an animal to lead back. I'll keep some wheat and seeds with me. Do we have a lot of stone? Because if we do, it would be good to make a pen. Like an animal pen. We do. And we will need a fence gate. Do we have any more jungle wood? Yes, we do. Alright, there's our fence gate, and we shall create our walls. I guess we'll just turn the whole thing into walls, why not? We just need a holding pen, mainly. That's the idea. Now, where do we want our little holding pen? Because I don't like using too much prime real estate, but I don't know what I would put there otherwise. It's just a weird little dilemma. And again, the uneven terrain here isn't helping matters too much. I guess this area could be a good, just holding pen. Here, I'll gather a few more blocks here. was not what I was supposed to be digging up. Kind of like this flat space here will make it a bit more flat, but something along those lines. Then we'll go exploring with our boat, see if we can guide a few animals, and even if there are any, I mean, there may not be any at all, so we'll see. Alright. That's a good start. I think that should be good for now. How much space does this give us? Not a ton, but it's serviceable. Let's go ahead and light up the area. And again, the main thing is I want to be working on the wiki more often, so I'll definitely keep streaming a bunch, but again, it will take time to grow the wiki. If any of you want to try to help edit, maybe, but I mean, that would more so be limited to people who've been on the on the channel for a long time. Like, I think I had some people that were, like, some core people that were watching since, like, 2020. I mean, it's not a lot, but whatever. Because I don't mind doing most of it, because there's certain formats I want to follow, and the fandom website is not the most intuitive in terms of, like, it's not really pick up and play. I mean, it kind of is. Like, they have a basic visual editor, and that's what I'm mostly fine with using, but even the visual editor takes, like, the finer details are not as intuitive in a way. Alright, let's see. What else? The other wood, logs. I want some stone to make a, like, pathway towards it. What else? I think that's it for now. Here, I'll go to bed. Don't have to work at night. Then we'll be ready to go out and get the animals. If there are any, which there may not be. Or at least try. Alright, there's all the slabs that I have. This should work. It'll at least work for now. We can always move or expand it later. Let's get in our boat here, and we will go exploring. Because this is really a beautiful island. I'm thinking, I kind of want a lighthouse there. If we put a big lighthouse right on top of that, that would be really nice. Or we could, like, I don't know if I'm not good with sculptures, but imagine how cool it would be if we could carve a sculpture. And then with the lava flowing down the back, oh, that's so cool. And just the sheer cliff face. And again, this is, like, old terrain generation. Oh, here, let me go across. This is like some sort of inlet bay area. God, we could expand so far if we wanted to, but I feel like it would be better to leave most of this untouched, except for, like, a few small trails here and there. Kind of like nature trails in a way. That could be neat. Like, look at this. This is fantastic. And, of course, the shaders are doing wonders. Oh, and there's a pyramid over there, although I think that's another land mass. Let me check my own personal map here. Is that a land mass? I mean, it is, but, like, is it a big one? Okay, it is its own separate landmass, and it has no villages on it, but it's all desert. Have I even looted that pyramid? I guess we might as well check if we haven't looted it. It's right here. And there's a shipwreck. We can check the shipwreck, but I think we've already checked it before. Still, it wouldn't hurt to double check. How many times am I gonna say check? Oh god, that reminds me of when I worked at Universal for, I used to work at Universal as, like, basically collecting trash and doing restrooms and stuff for a while. But while I was, like, working at a restroom at Universal, There's one in Islands of Adventure near the exit of the park, and it's themed around a fire station. And so they have this like audio loop of two firefighters cracking jokes at each other that involve the word check. It's the most like rage-inducing, tedious like thing imaginable, and I hate it. And it just and it only was a minute long, so and it would immediately loop. Like there was no downtime between each loop, so it drove you insane instantly. Also, pardon any background noise. I know some of my roommates are either getting back from other things, or one of them bought the new Pokemon game. I don't even know what the new Pokemon game is called. I mean, I've seen a few sparse things about it, but I have no actual context. Also, it does seem like I have explored all of this. Yep. Unfortunately, it's all been explored. But yeah, we'll keep completing our loop of the island. Doesn't look like there was anything. It's unfortunate, but I guess that's how it is. I guess we'll take our boat just in case. But yeah, it seems there is no wildlife. We may have to import some in if we want convenience. Depends on how much we want to sacrifice, I guess. But we have discovered a little cave. I wonder if this connects to the system that we found before. Here, give me 1 second. I had to set a few things up on my phone. Heard a skeleton. I don't know if he saw me. Again, I don't know why I'm collecting this iron, but oh well. Knew he was coming, I just didn't know when. Oh, I accidentally caused the graphical fall. Here, I'll collect some of it just in case. Never know when you'll need a lot of flint. That's a weird, like, dirt part of the cave with sand. That's, like, very close to the surface. Usually you just see water flooding in at that point, but I guess not this time. There we go. I will get some extra stone. Don't know how much building material we'll need, but I kind of like the idea of getting some, hell, we may even have some decorative iron blocks if we want. We can make, like, a crane. Ooh, that's a good idea. We could, like, make a crane out of iron and chains in the sponge dock. Gets the idea juices flowing a little bit. I'll definitely grab this granite and andesite. Gotten kind of lazy in grabbing it on caving expeditions other times. Because usually when I'm caving, my mind just defaults to look for shinies. Also, ignore this whatever weird sounds in the background. Is someone, like, moving furniture or something? Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Babs is shopping. I let the bird out of the cage. Sorry, no, that's just a dumb Family Guy joke that was turned into a meme after a while. But anyways, like I said before, my brain got turned into Jello. I definitely need to look out for specific building materials rather than going specifically for shiny metals, because then I end up having to make separate trips just for gathering building materials, since I forget to do so normally. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like there are any good animals here, or any animals for that matter, but oh well. Sorry, there is another cave entrance, though. We're kind of running low on torches, but we have plenty of coal back at the base. I will take the diorite, though. That is good. Here, let me change this song. It's a good one, but it's a little too, they loop it a few too many times. But I think I say that every stream. Whatever. There we go. Clear this out a bit more. But anyway, in terms of other things, I know I mentioned earlier I went to the IAPA Expo. And again, that was really fun. A lot of unique things. Like, I had a project I had to do where I had to fix an operational issue with a theme park or an attraction. And I chose Lightning Rod at Dollywood, since I had a roommate who worked on that during the summer. And I ended up, while I was at IAPA yesterday, I walked up to the booth for Vekoma. Well, I walked up to a bunch of ride manufacturer booths, and I tried asking questions. Like, I walked up to Intamin, I walked up to Rocky Mountain Construction. They're the people who made Lightning Rod, although they didn't have any engineers there at the time at the booth. But I ended up eventually running into an engineer from Vekoma. Vekoma's the same company that made, I believe, Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios. But, and I talked to one of their engineers named Charlie, and he gave me some good advice. So I used some of his advice in my project. So I was glad I was able to actually talk with a Vekoma engineer, and like, when do you get the chance to do something like that? Also, welcome Snowy, welcome to the stream. We are just casually gathering some resources for our construction project, and I believe we are almost ready to start this said project. We have managed to loop all the way back around to our town here. Rokkīairando is only a small town right now, but eventually it'll be large enough to rival some of the greater cities in the server. So, eventually I need to make the wiki entry for this town as well. I haven't... Again, ignore the sound in the background, that's just the roommates, and these walls are paper thin, I've said this before. But, it's just... It's gonna take a long time to get all the wiki pages set up, really. I will take some of this iron over to the mining company and smelt it there. But anyways, other than that, I'll keep working on the wiki here and there. That eventually, like, I think right now, we only have a few small towns and, like, 3 or 4 core cities listed as entries, where we still need the other, we need the other core cities, and that's my job. I have to finish adding Kufmal City to the wiki. I think I haven't added Prometheus, and I haven't added, the new one, Cape Lookout. Although Cape Lookout's an old city, I just haven't worked on it for a while, so. Oh, why did I leave lanterns in there? I'm taking those. Anyways, we'll do that, get our blast furnace going, and I guess we'll get our regular furnace going too. Should react. what kind of videos do you make? I'm afraid I'm not really a reaction channel. You know, I don't think I've ever made a reaction video before. Have any of you in the chat, have you seen that one infamous reaction video of, I forgot the name of the channel, but it was someone reacting to the trailer for the last of the new Star Wars movies. Like, I forgot the name of it. Rise of Skywalker. And he's, like, in a hotel room or something. And he, like, he just goes in, he almost, like, goes into tears as soon as the trailer starts playing, and it's been memed to high hell. Somehow I hadn't seen it. And, or I hadn't actually known that was what it was for a long time, and now I finally saw it. Should have one. Well, what, did you just start making YouTube stuff? I admit, I only started YouTube back in high school, and I still don't actually make lots of content at the quality I want. But I will say, earlier today, oh god, like, if any of you saw the video I released just earlier today, I made a quick little shitpost. It was 20 seconds long, but it took me like 3 hours to make because Adobe Premiere crashed on me while I was making it, and I lost all my keyframe progress, because those Toho shitposts I make, like the one I released just today, that took so many keyframes because I can do basic keyframe-based animation, but that takes, you know, it's so long. It's an animation just with keyframes. But when that crashes, you lose so much work. Because again, just for a few seconds of movement, it's like half an hour of work. I don't know. But anyways, enough about complaining. I love that video so much because last week we were watching a movie drunk. Me and the boys, the roommates. We were watching, you know, the Jim Carrey Nightmare. No, not Nightmare. Sorry, different movie. The Jim Carrey Grinch movie. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I saw a scene with a wheelchair. You know, the crash test dummy wheelchair scene. And I'm like, yeah, that's like a Toho reference, even though it wasn't. Like, I keep thinking that. My mind's just a goddamn Toho reference at this point. It's like in my soul, even though I suck at the games. But anyway, I'm like, oh, I can make a video about this. So I wrote the idea down. I asked them to pause it so I could write the idea down. And I finally got around to doing it. And as soon as I put the music down onto the clip, I was like laughing my ass off trying to edit this thing. Because I enjoyed making that video so much. So it's the little moments like that when you know you have an idea that maybe not a lot of people will get it, but if it's an idea that makes you happy while you're making it, that's the important thing. Because if you hate having to go to edit a long video, you're not going to last a long time. You're going to burn out. So you got to make sure you balance making videos that you don't care as much for with making stuff you like to make. Because if you burn out, like, you just... that's the end of things. So, or at least you have to take a break, and that's why I don't want to, like, not like I ever could make this full-time. That's impossible. Like, that's never going to happen. But even if I could, I wouldn't want to. Because what's the point then? Because if you go full-time, you kind of have to, like, turn YouTube into your job. And when you turn a hobby into a job, it often stops being fun. And if I hate making videos, like sometimes I feel like, oh, I don't really feel like making a video. But if you hate making videos, then obviously, like, that's just not sustainable. Of course, I'm not the first YouTuber to say this by far, but whatever. I just like doing this as a hobby, and it's fun. God. And there's that sound effect from the underwater monument over there. It's gonna be so annoying. Like, it couldn't be one of them trying to attack me. There's none here. Because that's the sound that plays when one of them is, like, charging up their laser beam to attack you. But I think there's just... like, I can't even see any of them from there. So, well, I don't know what's going on, or why that sound keeps playing, especially outside of water, so... I'm not even close to him. Anyways. Enough of me soapboxing, it's time to get this project started. We are going to be making our port. Or less port, more so sponged up, or Prismarine dock. So what I'm thinking is, we have a road stretching down here. Let's make a bridge first. I want to make a bridge going over this little river. And I'll make it a nice decorative looking bridge with some stone supports. What items do I want to use to make the supports out of? I believe... Pardon me. I believe that it would be best to use... red nether brick. But I have no netherrack. Do I really want to go all the way back to the capital just to get red nether brick? I guess I could replace it later. We'll use granite for now. Granite looks close enough. Again, pardon the noise in the background. I guess we'll just use some of both of this. That would be fine for now. Alrighty then. How do I want... I may want to change the road surface for the bridge, too. Maybe, I guess wooden slabs could work. It's meant to be kind of a small bridge, too, so... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do... a slab bridge. Where do I want the bridge to start? Main thing is I want four columns for a simple two-span bridge. And we'll sink the foundations in, I think, here. And I believe it would be best, yes, to keep it like this height. That way, mobs won't spawn on the bottom half slabs. It's such a weird game mechanic to think about it. Like, I don't know what part of the game makes it to where that can't happen, but I guess I'm happy with it. Makes it easy to cheese some things. I'll replace a little section of the bridge here with stone. Just this small section. I don't even know if I want this to connect to the docks in that way. So I was thinking the docks would be over there. Maybe this would just be a secondary bridge for those like a bypass bridge, eventually, for those wanting to avoid the docks. Or take a different route. Okay, and that should be foundation for it. I guess we can get more fancy later. But whatever. I will put lanterns on it just to make it look not complete crap. I mean, it still is kind of complete crap, but it's a basic bridge for now. It works. And it seems we will have to move this bamboo. I planted it earlier, figuring that I'll just grow some there for now, and we'll move the production. Probably over here. Oh yeah, I forgot we can use this as fuel. It's very good. I guess right here will be good. Such a good return on investment. You don't have to do anything, you can plant it anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but you know what I mean. It already starts... One of them's already 3 blocks. Like, watch. Let's see how long it'll take one of them to grow in real time. Yeah, we're watching the bamboo grow, but whatever. Shouldn't take too long. There, see? One group. Reminds me of that one video, and one group right in front of me. It reminds me of one of those, like, I forgot the voice. It was one of those voice meme where it's like, Duke Nukem going, I just felt one of my bones grow, or something like that. I don't know, it was dumb. Like everything I do. Actually, it would be better to put these up here. Now... Just trying to see if the background noise is too loud or not. If y'all can hear too much in the background, let me know, but it doesn't show up on the mic, at least for now. The sound is annoying, though. If it gets worse, I may have to just, like, find out where that sound is listed under and, like, turn off that group of sounds. Wait, is it under hostile? Then if I turn that off, I can't... I guess that you could call that a difficulty thing. Let's see. Hostile. 13%. Definitely not significant at all. Let's see. Oh, we got one problem, though. Those docks. I don't want to build a bridge that blocks this river in terms of lore. Like, if we already built a bridge that allows boats to go under it, it would be nice to not have something right at the mouth of the river that blocks the bridge and makes it useless. I like this little river. So, or this channel, at least. Yeah, it's more of a channel, less of a river. So, let's see. Where do I want the docks? Option 1 is along the channel, like this. Or option 2 is on the opposite side. Where we could, like on this edge. I'm thinking more like this. But, we'll see. Depends on how I feel. Also, I saw something like flash right here. Like an entity or something. I guess my game's haunted. Oh well. What I will do is gather some of this. And by gather, I mean make a crafting table. Make some more slabs, because I want to direct the roads and then build around it. Looks like a good place to plunk down an intersection. Kind of right here, I think, would be a good intersection. Then you could immediately go onto the bridge. Or at least make it look like it has some semblance of support structure. I do like having gradual slopes for this, but we'll see if I need to change anything. Like kind of like 2-block slopes here. Because these are roads, not like walkways. Ideally, you could haul carts up these. Of course, carts don't exist in Minecraft, it's just a world-building thing. That's the whole reason the wiki exists. It's world-building. I want this, at least in terms of story, to be more than just some random Minecraft server. Now, I think what's good to do is have a large central avenue, or at least an area. And then on one side we'll have like kind of like a seawall. What if this entire island here was like the sponge dock, or the Prismarine docks? Oh, I like that. Oh, yes, I like that. Okay, so if we're gonna go with that plan, I do like the idea of a decorated seawall that actually looks like a proper seawall. In that case, make a bunch of cut sandstone. And I believe we'll extend said seawall out to... How tall do we want it? I think we'll have it up to here. Maybe? Or do we want it a block taller? I mean, all the buildings are going to be built on top of this, so... It's a balance between that and the natural beauty of the area, so I don't know. I like the idea of this being a huge shipping and receiving area. And they do have it kind of like stretch out like this. We would fill in from here. What would that look like coming in? I like the idea of it being a bit lower. I guess we'll go with that for now. You may need to do some more mining to get enough sandstone for this. So I'm thinking it would be better to go with an angle of like cobblestone followed by sandstone. Also, again, pardon the background noise. I told him I was going to be streaming, but I don't know what he's doing. If I need to, I can always cut the stream a bit short, but if I do that, I'll just end up working on the wiki more, so... We'll see. I'm just glad I got a video out today, even if it was a shitpost. Because it was at least something I felt kind of proud of. I guess I could use a different block in place of sandstone for the whole thing. Now, what block to choose? No, not wood. Wood would not work. Insight's too similar, and we already used all our granite. Maybe, ooh, deep slate. No. I kinda want something lighter. I guess I'm just overthinking it. Diorite's fine. We can always get more diorite. Yeah, I'm just overthinking it. There we go. That does look good. I like that. I don't know how deep I want to... I'll sink it later eventually. I just want to get the idea. A structured, like, dedicated seawall. And what that means is I can also fill this in with as much cobblestone as I need. Although then again, I kind of want to separate the actual road. We can change the road surface in this part of the city, or the town. It'll be the best road surface. Blackstone could be nice. Yes, I like that idea. Blackstone for the road on that island specifically. I mean, that means we'd have to redo a lot of it, but that's fine. In fact, now that I know a bit more about what I'm going to do, let's put all of this back. Clear our inventory, and we will, from scratch, go down into the mine and get a bit more material. Alright, I'll drop that boat back off. Definitely need more torches. More than that. That's good. There we go. But now that I think about it, we could make another detour and gather some more materials. The reason I bring that up is, if you look at the bottom of my screen there, I have 36 XP. And whenever I usually have enough over probably like 33 or 34 levels, what I do is I go to the library in the capital and I enchant some books. And then I just leave those books out. All the books in the capital are free. It's like that one meme. The books in the capital are free. You can take them. But I just do that as sort of like a public service, really. Let's see. So we'll head back on the Nether Highway. We'll take that chance to gather some netherrack, netherrack and what's the word? Nether wart. So we can, excuse me, so we can get our, what's the word? More building material. But yes, thankfully, the portal to this town is not too far from the capital portal. Makes things a bit simpler. Although, there are a decent amount of piglins here. Do I want to indulge myself and commit a little bit of manslaughter? We do a little manslaughter. It's called we do a little manslaughter. You know, I think that's the plan. The plan is to slaughter the man. Let's see if I can get a good shot. I missed. I missed. I missed. I missed. Got him. 5th time's the charm. Fell to his death. Wait. Although I just realized those guys don't give me XP. Oops. Forgot about that. Oh well, at least their regular penguin friends do. And that fact we will exploit. I still need to make the wiki page for the Nether Highway Network. I haven't really done that yet. Here, let me change the song again. Oh god, this one again. I keep forgetting this one's in the playlist. Oh, wait, all my friends disappeared. Except one. It would be nice to get a little bit of gold. We always... Again, I'm a dwarf. I hoard gold. Funnily enough, again, I do have Deep Rock Galactic. I want to stream it at some point, but I only really want to stream it if I can get, like, become good at multiplayer, and I've only actually played one game in multiplayer, so I would need to do a bit more than that. Ooh, one of them dropped an ingot. Not bad. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Oh god, I am really out of tune. Or out of key, whatever. I don't even know the difference between out of tune and out of key, but I'm probably both. Oh, someone hit me from underground. Interesting. You have alerted the horde. Too bad that swords are only worth one nugget when you melt them down. Wish they were worth more. Since they take 2 ingots to make, it would be nice to get an ingot back. I hear a ghast. I don't know where it is, but I hear one. Did it spawn, like, underneath the ground? Weird. But anyways, yeah, so... Again, the problem is the main page that I have not finished on the wiki is the capital. Because there's just so much to write for that, and I'd have to dedicate a large block of time. So as a result, I've made a lot of pages that are easier to make or smaller. But I have, of course, balanced that out by making some pages for a lot of core cities. I may make the one for Cape Lookout next, since that is relatively newer in terms of pace of recent development. But the 2 big ones, of course, will be Kufmal City and Prometheus. And the reason Prometheus is going to be a big challenge to write for is because the entire, like, first main storyline of the server, if you could call it, like, the main season, like, the first season of the server's story was focused around Prometheus, so... I'm still hoping to eventually do with, like, a second season's worth of lore, but I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. Why did I put these in coal furnaces? Oops. I had bamboo furnaces for that purpose. I guess I was just being a dumbo. Put all those bricks away. You don't want to be bricked up on a Friday night. Where'd I put them? There they are. We don't have a terrible amount of bricks. Interesting. Where are all my netherrack? Or netherwort? Take some with us. Actually, I don't want to take that much. We'll just chuck that in the furnace. Split it by 2. I do like this song. This song's been used in a lot of shitposts. Or at least some. So, the main things I need to take back with me are material for nether brick. And we can continue doing that with this, where I can take... I think it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Yes, it is. Now we have half a stack, and I guess we can get a bit more. Again, not a ton, so it's not the most cheap material, but we have enough for a little bit. We do have a lot of blackstone, but that's harder to obtain, so I'm not going to use as much of it. Usually, everything blackstone can do, deep slate tends to do cheaper. If you want something really dark, you go with blackstone, but, I mean, if you can use deep slate, then why go through the hassle? I will put the gold away, though. And the rotten flesh. There's so much. I should get more shamans up so we can trade it. So we have our bricks. What else do we need? We'll get some netherrack from the surface. Again, the lag spike, it's all from that temple. I swear I wouldn't have any lag if I wasn't looking at the general direction of that temple with all the maps in it. Because again, when I look away, it's not as bad. Of course, with the capital city itself, it's a little bit more laggy, but usually Minecraft doesn't have it too bad of a problem, except when it's rendering complex stuff like maps. So. And that's, again, using shaders. I wouldn't have these problems if I were turning them off, but, I mean, they look nice. Even if it means my frame rate is catastrophic. There, now we have a full stack of red nether brick. Let me just finish sending out. I gotta tend to my stupid gotcha games for a second. I'm a filthy casual. Filthy casual. Woe upon me. What else do I need? Oh yeah, I forgot I have a bed in here. I never use this bed. Ever. And it would be nice to take a sheep with me. I guess we could if we tried. We'd just take one sheep one at a time. In fact, I think we'll do that. Here, we'll take a quest to get sheep there one at a time. Grab a few wheat. Grab a boat. I'm sure we have an extra boat lying around here. Or at least we can make one. Really, we don't have an extra one. Again, making one's cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's so laggy here, my god. Honestly, I realized, like, it seems like the canals are useless most of the time, but they actually serve a purpose, at least here. Like, so if I go over here. Wow, it is so laggy. Oh my god. This is the old sheep pen. There are still some there, but we moved all our sheep down to the bottom eventually. And if I just let one sheep out, just one. I don't care which, just give me one. Whichever one gets pushed out first. Okay, there it is. Get our wheat. And we'll drag you over to the boat. There you go. Alright, and now we can take this sheep out entirely using the canals. This is like, again, the only time the canals serve a purpose. I've never seen the lag this bad over here. Like, look at how bad these frames are. And again, as soon as I get past the yellow temple, it Oh god, now it's bad. But again, if I'm not looking at the yellow temple, it's smooth as butter. If I turn around... Oh, lord. And again, I wish there was a way to selectively stop maps from rendering when using shaders. I would go through with... I would be fine with turning off maps if it let me not have that lag spike at the capital, because that is a disgusting display. I don't want to remove all those maps. You know how much time it took me to make all those and put those down there? I'm not going to have to remove them and move them somewhere else. That temple is known for being the site of the map project. And if I have to move that just to make it to where I can actually get good footage with shaders, that's going to be some bullshit. And that specific problem I have is impossible to Google. So, and I'm afraid that the only answer I'm going to get is, if I ask my own question, is just, well, you shouldn't have put them all in one place like that. Well, like, come on, I want to. I have a pretty damn good computer. Or at least, I did a few years back, and it's still fine now. It still can run a lot of stuff really good. So, there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to have shaders on Minecraft. Alright, now, here we are, back in Rokkīairando. I meant to grab more deep slate, but oh well. I can grab some from the mines here. In the meantime, we will sail straight into this channel here. And that spits us out right here. Very much in hand. And we will take you and deposit you into our little holding pen. What? Come on. Come on, follow me. Shoot. Yeah, I guess we have to go around the other way. So I guess we'll have a lime green sheep as our first sheep. Yeah, I should move a few blocks of dirt here so I can get down there. Close enough. Now I could go all the way back and grab another one right now, or I could just gather and go down into the mines. I think I'll choose the latter for now. So we have enough torches. I think we're good. Put the lanterns in here for now, though, and the boat. I think I'll pick a different song, too. I don't care for this one as much as I used to. Oh, this one's always really good, though. Love this one. If you saw my old Toho 7 streams, you'll know that I really like that boss. As a bop. Oh yes, I forgot we don't even have stairs for this part yet. Oops. Oh. Oh yes, I forgot we had this massive cave system down here. Well, let's get to work. We're gonna need a lot of building material. Oh, this is a ravine. Again, we have more coal than we know what to do with. If we have it too much, we could always just use coal blocks if we wanted to or something. What a weird way to display well. Here, I have a chunk of compressed coal. One whiff of this and you'll get lung cancer for the rest of your days. This image would instantly kill a young Victorian child. the Victorian's child's body rejected the Pepsi. Or whatever, the Four Loko. God, imagine giving one of those little suckers a Four Loko. They would convulse on the spot. Imagine giving a caveman Adderall. Although then again, they probably found all sorts of weird, like, shrooms and stuff out there. Oh yeah, it's Mike's theme. Or Mike, whatever. The funny cat. But then again, there are multiple funny cats in that franchise. The newest funny cat. There's like 3 of them now. Ooh, cave-in. Wow, free cave-in. Oh, that's not good. Don't do that. Please don't flood my cave. I need the cave to not flood. Please, thank you. Yes, stop doing that, please, sir. It's calling the cave, sir. Sir, you're not allowed to do that. Yes, block game. Welcome, Toast. This is Funny Block Game, and we are getting building materials for big dockyard project in Newtown. Oh yeah, I forgot with the shaders, if you drop a torch, the item itself does give off light. Yoink. It's like throwing a flare. And again, I wish the shaders would not mess with my maps so I could have the capital city not lag to hell and high water whenever I look at one specific temple that I put all the maps in. If I had to guess, there's like 500 individual placed map tiles in there. No, it's more than... It has to be more than 500 at this point. Ow. Again, I guess it's first world problems with, oh no, my shaders can't render maps without eating all my RAM, well, not my RAM, but my FPS. I mean, it probably eats my RAM too, but my FPS suffers the most. So, because, again, it's smooth as butter anywhere else I look. But I've, like, ranted about that for every stream I've done, like in the last 3 streams, so I need to stop. It's time to stop. Every time I see cobblestone I accidentally place myself, I'm like, ooh, dungeon? No, idiot, it's cobblestone you placed. Someday first world problems will become normal problems. I don't know, it seems like we're slowly going backwards nowadays. We'll have to worry about, however am I going to eat tomorrow? I mean, it's not there yet, but anyway. You're gonna have to learn to start, like, siphoning gas. No, I have to start, like, buying chickens just to get eggs or something. The ducks at the pond are free. You can take them. I have 28 ducks. Oh, this leads back into that ravine. That's good to know. Let's get out of here so far. I didn't need a ton of stuff, although I'll take a bit more cobblestone on the way out. We'll go back to the surface and we'll get started on building the docks. Because we already got the seawall in, or at least some of the seawall. We'll need more later. Would you buy chicken for eggs? I know some family that did. I mean, not in my state, but yeah, some family in another northern state that did that. As long as they don't die, I guess it works out. Where the hell did I come out from? Here, this is where I came from. Yes, there we go. Alright, let us exit. Exit. Egg. It's funny because egg. Anyway. Alright, we're back in the town. There's the Prismarine source over there. And so I guess, like, the main story of this area is this little town is built around that Prismarine farm where they go out to the monument and just kill those mechanical things over there and bring back the Prismarine. It's kind of like a whaling dock then, in a way. A whale of a way. Keep up the go. I've been keeping up for a while. I don't I don't really want to be famous. I just want to make videos I like making. So that's the main thing. But yeah, so I just make shit posts for the oddly niche stuff that I like. I have no consistency, and I do not plan to. If I wanted, I say it every stream, but if I wanted views, I would stream on Twitch. But YouTube is my home, even if it's falling apart, and even if YouTube has been falling apart for the past like infinite amount of years. It's a hellhole, but it's our hell. Plus, I get to DVR all my videos. My streams don't like delete themselves, and they automatically upload themselves. You, sir, are going to interfere with construction. There you go. So I want to replace all the roads here. I haven't actually named the roads here yet, because I haven't even added this town to the wiki. I only have, like, 4 core cities, well, more like 3.5 of the core cities added to the wiki, and this is one of the outlying towns I need to add. But then again, like, technically this one's under Imperial control rather than Governor control, but it's not a core city. Not every Governor-controlled city is a core city. But every core city is Imperial. But every core city is an Imperial-controlled city, but not every Imperial-controlled city is a core city. I had to think that through twice. Another funny thing that's completely unrelated. Oh, anyway, you can't get famous on Twitch. You need to be famous on YouTube first. I don't want to get famous. That's the thing. I don't want to be famous. Anyways, on an unrelated note, I tried making a reservation for tomorrow for Disney, since I live right next to it for now with my university. But I realized that, oh yeah, Bob Chapek's still the CEO. And so, yeah, we're pass holders, and they do not care about the pass holders. So we are locked out for all of Thanksgiving break, including starting tomorrow. So, oh well. Thank God I'm not like one of the people around me that Disney is like their whole personality. Like, I get it, you have passion, you can be passionate about something, but like, don't let it completely take over your life. You see a lot of Disney adults here, so, I don't know. Okay, I didn't even have to remove those not concrete, but these cobblestone slabs from before. We're gonna make a full platform here, and we're gonna start building our port on top of it. That way we can use this for a base platform while at the same time having a deep slate road. Because you all know me, I love making road signs everywhere. In fact, have I even updated? I think the maps here are updated. Is there anything I needed to pick up from other cities? Yeah, we'll go back to the capital. Disney is kind of weird. Disney's just something. I'll say that much. Here. Just because I want another sheep over here so we can start getting wool in this town, I'm going to head back to the capital, and we're going to grab another sheep and take it back with us. Let's put all this away that we don't need right now. I'll switch to the next song, too. This one, it's a little repetitive. And I've heard this one a lot, too. Let's go one more. That one's fine. Okay, so let's grab our boat. Where's the boat? There it is. And I'll take the Nether Highway there, and I'll boat back. Even though this is actually one of the closest towns to the capital city, block-wise. One second, let me send a family member something. One second. There is a large possibility that one of my parents are watching my live stream right now. Oh boy. I have to watch my language, chat. I mean, I don't have to, but I could. Have a great night or day. Or in my closet? Oh god. Oh no, not... Don't turn this into FNAF. I don't want to be checking my closet. Me checking cams. Oh lord. Here, we'll head back, and we will grab another sheep. And I forgot wheat. But, you know, I mean, we're growing wheat right next to the sheep anyway, so it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Why is it not loading? Hello? Game? Game? Okay. Usually when it does that, it kicks me off the server, and then I can't access the server for the rest of the night, so I don't know what's going on there. Sometimes it's like that internal socket reset thing. No! You know, I say that. As soon as I said the words, I summoned the ghost of the socket reset. And now it will refuse to let me join the server until I spam click join, and for like the next 30 minutes. Let's see. Watch it. I say 7 tries. I say on the 7th try it will let us actually stay on the server. Alright, this is try number 1. It's always the same. Always the same. Come on. Just get it over with. You're obviously not loaded. You can just boot me and try again. Come on. Take your time. Funny thing is, I never actually did the book thing I meant to do earlier. We'll do that while we're here, if we can load. If not, I may have to cut the stream off here. Fun. While we're waiting, let me answer that message that one of my folks sent me. Let's see where I can find information about my phone. Alright, there's try 1. We'll try number 2. Alright. I don't know if we're even going to be able to keep streaming for now. We'll try 7 times. If it doesn't work by the 7th, we'll give up. What if we just spam join and cancel, like, constantly? Failed to log in null. Never seen that one before. What do you mean, failed to log in null? And I just keep falling from the world. You always know there's still a problem when the top of my face doesn't load. So it's just gonna keep kicking me out. See if it keeps the change of me moving those torches when it inevitably kicks me out again. Come on, take your time. Just take the top off of this can. I collect the top of these. I tried like weaving them into armor earlier, but I didn't have a place to put it, so kind of stopped for now. Alright, there's that one. It does not want us to join that world. Why am I underground? Are you gonna actually let me walk around? We'll see. So far, so good, maybe? First thing I'll do if it lets me stay on is I'm heading to the library and I'm enchanting those books. God, I remember when this one warehouse was like where I kept all my items back in the day. In those early streams. I still have all the eggs. All the egg chests that filled up. These are ancient eggs right here. I've had these eggs since the dawn of time, and I just never moved them. And I guess I tried to make this place like a public trading hub. I mean, no one uses it as such because there's no need. I guess the citizens use it like that. There's a concept now. There's a modern building concept where people take like abandoned factories and they turn them into farms. Or no, not farms, but they turn them into like craft restaurants and stuff, like small restaurant vendors and things like that, or artisan crafts, kind of like a miniature artisan small-scale mall or something. You see them popping up in all sorts of cities, so it's like the new trendy thing to do. Okay, so the one thing I needed to do was get... I guess I'll make a few books. I have plenty of leather, I think. I'll leave that much. And then we have paper over here. Make as many books as we can. There we go. And we will take that up to the library. Wow, it is really bad lag. Like, look, you can't even see the temple there, and the frames are gone. I turn around, fine. Gone, fine. Can't believe this bullshit. Anyway, let's get to enchanting. I just take whichever one is in that slot. So we have a 3 and 2 4s. I'll put my 3 in here. Wow, that's laggy. It won't even let me open the chat. There we go. A 3. And our 2 4s. Come on. Come on. What? It didn't even register me putting the level 3 in there. How bad is it? This is just server-side lag now. Like, look at this. No, it didn't register me putting any of these items in. What is going on here? Oh my god. This is unplayable. I may actually have to end the stream here if it keeps up being this bad. Holy crap. Hey Lois, my Minecraft is blowing me out of my mind. That's not Peter Griffin. I can't do a Peter Griffin. Yeah. Try like Skeletor instead. It's too late, He-Man. I've corrupted your save file. You'll never be able to enchant a book again. This is what the boys call a skill issue. That's not even Skeletor at this point. Imagine wanting to play Minecraft. Go do something like sports ball, you nerd! Yeah, it happens. This happens all the time. And by all the time, I mean, like, maybe once every few weeks. Don't know why, it just does. And let me play for a total of 3 minutes. As soon as I start dropping like that, I'll leave. Wow, the stream is really far behind. Or at least the chat. Like, it takes 7 seconds from me streaming for, like, chat messages to be received and come in. On top of the 7-second delay that exists already. So I think it's probably just the Wi-Fi here, I don't know, because the Wi-Fi here it has been going down the shitter for like the past month. It's been way worse than usual, and even that's iffy at best. So, I should just rename the stream to "Watch me not be able to join the server for 10 minutes or 30 minutes straight." 1, 2, 3, 4. How many attempts will I need more to join this stupid server? Oh, look at this beautiful lens flare that I get with no resistance. Like, oh, such a beautiful artistic lens flare. No, as soon as I took a screenshot, it actually stopped. Oh, now it's nighttime now. It just magically changed with a moon. You know, I bought a realm, so stuff like this wouldn't happen. I could have tried hosting it somewhere for a third party, but they advertised realms as being a easy, reliable, and convenient option. Well, it's not any of those. I hate realms. And yet I pay every month for it, just for the chance for some people that are big members of the server to join. I wish Minecraft, or I wish Mojang would get their act together. You'd think they're owned by Microsoft. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Will it register me putting all this away? So far, yes. Okay. 6 FPS gaming, definitely. And again, for those of you just joining, I will show you firsthand what the maps look like if you haven't seen them before. Because as soon as they load in, boom, I'm looking in the general direction and there's the lag. And again, I said it before, but it's only because of this one room. I didn't know what it was at first, but when I realized it only happened in a certain direction, like look, going backwards, it's fine. I mean, it's a little dropping some frames, but it's fine. I turn around, and it eats the frame. So let's head inside of here. This is, of course, what is causing all of this mayhem. Each one of these is a map. I wanted to map the entire empire. So now, if I want to get rid of this lag, I have two options. One is to never use shaders again when I'm in the capital, which I hate having to do, because shaders look beautiful. Or, I would have to tear out every single map and every single item frame, and move it piece by piece somewhere else. And the goal, and the point of having this in the capital is it's there for anyone who wants to see it. If they want to see a map of the Empire, they can go to the capital and walk around on one on the floor. But if I move it somewhere in the middle of nowhere, where it would only cause lag in that area, what's the point? How can you play a game at 2 FPS? Is that even playable? I would think that would be literally unplayable. Jesus, Mike. Well, I guess everyone's having problems these days. And the weirdest part is, it's not terrible when I'm standing in the middle of it. Why is it so bad when I'm, like, in the middle of it? Or is it just when all of them are in view? Okay, yeah. It's the amount that are in view. Is there any way I can, like, write a script that lets me tell to hide these unless I'm in the zone or something? I don't know. That's probably asking too much. But anyway, here's what the capital looks like so far. I want to do an expansion in the capital eventually, where I expand the canal network, because this section of the city doesn't really have canals going beyond the walled harbor. So I'm thinking this section of the canal is kind of isolated. I think that's the museum right there. But, like, it would be good to clear out some space for the canal, but then I'd have to tear down a bunch of old buildings. So I may just have to use this section of the canal here. Maybe make it a bit wider, honestly. I may end up doing that. And then just expanding the canal this way through this new swath of territory. I haven't actually updated this map, though. I don't know, I may do something like that. Of course, Carhio doesn't need much. I did a lot of expansion in Carhio recently. How updated is the map of, and there's the town we were just in, Rokkīairando. So, not too bad, not too shabby. I guess we'll head back there. We'll do a bit more construction work if Minecraft will let us, and then we will probably end the stream off there. But I am glad that I built this temple, even with all... Because again, even when I was building this temple, I called it the godforsaken pyramid, because of how stupid it was to build, and now how stupid it is to maintain. So even if there's a magical nuclear bird living in the roof of the temple, that does not excuse the amount of pain that the maps below the temple cause. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm probably going to put it in the lore at some point. Or, I mean, I have put it in the lore, I just need to put it on the wiki. They're in books in the server, but if I put it on the wiki, then it would actually be accessible, so... Again, it's way too much effort, and I probably don't need to waste all my time with it, but I don't know, it's a pet project. God, the cathedral looks so beautiful. That's the building I'm most proud of. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That was the project I was most proud of. I've had a lot more fun building than that, even though it took way longer than the Yellow Temple. So the Yellow Temple is just really simple. It's like a step pyramid, and yeah, there's some like changes and complexities with the design, but it's overall not the hardest to make. Same thing with the ziggurat. The ziggurat in Cape Lookout is not terribly hard to make, but that cathedral, the amount of detail work that had to go into that, the amount of scaffold, the amount of fall damage, it was a literal blood, sweat, and tears going into that cathedral, so I'm glad it's there. Biggest one I've ever built, ever in Minecraft, and it's in survival. In fact, that's like the only cathedral I built in survival, I think, if I'm remembering properly. All the other cathedrals I made on previous, like, servers and worlds were on, like, dedicated creative servers, but not that one. So, it was quite an ordeal. I have some pent-up frustration. We're gonna let out that frustration. Oh, no, I can't go in the nether. I was gonna say we're gonna go back, and kill a bunch of, nether denizens to vent the frustration, but I can't, because I forgot. The other reason we came here was to grab a sheep. And no, not one of those sheep that are perpetually trapped. And, of course, I picked up a bunch of eggs I don't want. And there you go. Although I will pick up some chicken. Is there any extra chicken here ready? 5. We'll take the 5 pieces of chicken. Damn it. Oh, we can turn off this, too. I know someone asked to use this earlier. Did I put all that kelp in there, or was that someone else's kelp? I know... Was it Pleb, or someone else who asked me about that? I don't know. Alright, let's get that sheep and let's get out of here. I'm tired of my frame rate being eaten like Jello pudding. Never actually had Jello pudding before. I don't even know if it's good or not. My folks never make any for Thanksgiving. So. Although I don't know if that's a traditional Thanksgiving thing or not. Probably not. It's so bad. Or I mean the frames. I just have to keep my back to that temple at all times. Alright, I'll take a sheep. Come on, any sheep. Take a sheep, any sheep. Alright, we have selected a sheep. First off, let's place the boat. No, I don't want to be in the boat. Then grab the wheat. Come on, friend, it's time for us to go on an adventure. You want to explore the world, sheep? Just 10 short years, and you'll arrive at the colony of Halcyon. The only cost you have to pay is indentured servitude for the rest of your life to the board. Just sign here, here, and here. Again, never played that game. If it goes on sale, if the Outer Worlds goes on sale, I may buy it. But for now, I don't know if I'll pay full price for it. It's a nice looking pyramid. Even if the top looks weird. I still can't believe that entire pyramid, the inspiration for that was a fan ship in Star Wars Empire at War. So dumb. Should have had a reference to that. I named a certain, like, I should have had one of the names in the top of the building be name tag after the house for it. So I don't know. I'll keep that in mind. One thing on the wiki is I need to differentiate between all named characters and actual important story characters, because there's characters that actually have an impact, and then there's all the characters that are literally half of them are name puns, and the other half are just straight up references. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But like I said a while back, that rock right there, perfect spot for a lighthouse. Seriously. I think that's one of the next projects we'll do after we get some of this part done. Like, right on top of that section of the rock. Boom. I think we'll have that lighthouse. What color would it be? Surprised that we made the lighthouse at Uxban red. It would be better if we made that one red and this one green. Or the other one green. Not the other way around, but I don't know. Oh yeah, we need to actually get the sheep all the rest of the way there. Alright, time to come with me, sheep. Come on. Now we can actually start making wool. That house is made out of imported wool. Alright, go at it. Make a baby. Alright, we got a baby. Hell yeah. I should get my shears on me. Surprised, they're probably just in the ender chest or something. No, we just need to make more. Oh, never mind. No, we don't. We found some. Alright, now we have our first harvest. Alright, we'll put that away. They went that away. As for the first actual buildings to put here, I guess we could use netherrack for some of it, and then we'll just use a lot of wood as well. Do have some wool. Yeah, I think that'll work. I just want a building. What do we need for a barrel? Barrel, oh, that's easy. We can make a lot of those. Why are you not letting me... Oh, I'm an idiot. Why can't I make slabs? Oh, I was already using slabs. It's just slab 2 electric slabaloo. That sounded weird. Forget I said that. We'll make 4. We'll have a lot of barrels. We'll have, like, fishermen there, too. Of course, because we need something to put in all those buildings. That and the Prismarine processing. I'll grab the stuff we got from the smelter in here, and we'll sleep, then we'll get started. I don't know if I'll be streaming too much longer tonight specifically, but we'll see. Got 2 stacks of iron. That's enough for... how many blocks? Huh, not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, at this point we can just straight up use iron. We have been able to... I should use iron in a lot more projects. I just have to actually go up to the iron farm. So, yeah. What the... Got me stuck on the boat for a little bit. Alright, there we go. Now we got a lot more slabs. I think we'll add another row here. We can start actually making buildings. First one will be on this edge. I think I'll know what I want the edges to be. I mean, acacia logs can work, but I don't have a ton of them. This will just make one wall. I think we'll actually have the road cap off here. Kind of like this. Yeah, something along these lines. I guess the first one will be a fishery, just a generic fishery. That's where fishing boats will depart from. I've also gotten into a habit now of naming most businesses, even if they're not that important, like, just to give them a name and a number. God, it looks like a McDonald's instead. Oops. Come to the Golden Arches, where we only serve Filet-O-Fish. I used to eat only Filet-O-Fish when I went to McDonald's. Now I just, when I go to McDonald's, because it's so cheap with the app and like all the discounts and stuff and the deals. But when I go now, I end up usually just getting a, what's the word? Chicken sandwich. Because their chicken sandwich, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever had. Chick-fil-A's much better, but it's not near as cheap. Now, what do I want the top to be? Decorative iron? If it looks ugly, I'll change it later. I just want something there. There, like a weird generic tower top. And we could, do I want a roof? Yeah, we'll have an acacia roof. We're just a smorgasbord of random blocks. As long as it looks like a building and it quacks like a building, it's a building. Oh yeah, I have doors in here, don't I? And signs. There's our door. And do we have any signs? Or I guess we'll have to make some. Wait a minute. What? Oh, we made the signs out of acacia. Oops. I like to keep consistency, at least in that regard. I guess we'll make them out of acacia. And I think after we finish putting the cap on this building, I'll probably end the stream off there. So we will have 2 barrels in here, as well as a crafting table and a furnace. Maybe a cooker. Though I'll actually need logs for a cooker. I'll keep it a furnace for now. Yeah, I'll keep it a furnace. If we want a dedicated restaurant, we can make a cooker there. Oh, and I forgot my lanterns. Guess I don't need them right now. Oh, I had a trapdoor too. You'd think you would want a trapdoor in a building like that to get the small fish out. Again, it's a minor detail, but it helps with the something. I'm just justifying using up resources. Alright, so we have that. What else do I need? Yeah, that's fine. There we go. And we will put up light. Now what do we want to name this? I guess double line. Sounds funky. Double line fishery. And this, what building number would this be? Because the most recent building, I think, was this one, so... Oh, I didn't actually put the building number there. You know, I have a tab for that. Let me see. I got an app for that. Hold up, I got a meme for this. It goes down into the vault. Let's see. So we are in Rokkīairando. 2, 3. The mining company is building number 4. 4. So this will be building number 5. Contestant number 5. 5. So this is, let me put that down in here. 5. Oh, I haven't even named the street yet. I haven't named any streets yet. So this double line fishery. There we go. So now we have the first business on this part of the island set up. Here, I go ahead and clear off this top part as well. We'll go ahead and fix the road, and then I think we'll end the stream off there. That'll give us a nice, healthy stream in a little under 2 hours. I do like the sound for placing those items or objects, blocks. Do I really want this to be the road though, or do I want the road to go further in? Because I don't want to flatten this whole thing. I can always change it later. For now, I just want to wrap the stream up, so we'll go ahead and fill it in. That's the one thing. I never actually realize a lot of the time that, yeah, no, I can just tear things up if they don't look good. There's no reason I can't. Besides my own ego, I guess? And we will also have this go down here. That way we can add a building on the edge. Alright. Looks good to me. I will add probably one more block going out. Okay. Looks good to me. I think this is a good natural stopping point. Here. take a screenshot too. Why not? There we go. Alright. I want to thank you all for joining our stream tonight. And if this is your last video of the night, then you have a great rest of your night.